everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Bri, and fun fact about me is that I am obsessed with The Greatest Showman. I feel like everyone that I've talked to has been obsessed with that movie, and if you have not had the chance to see it, I would definitely recommend it. Oh, it's like my dream come true. My two crushes as a kid were Hugh Jackman and Zac Efron, so to have both of them in the movie, it makes my heart sing. But today's video is going to be all about my first ever project pan. I've been wanting to do a project pan for quite some time. I've seen it all over YouTube and it just inspires me to use up my makeup. If you're not familiar with project pan, basically you pick a certain amount of items, whether it be makeup, skincare, hair care, beauty, whatever it is that you want to use up, and you really focus in on those items and you try to use them up in a span of a certain amount of time, whether it's for a month, 2 months. And so the one that I decided to do, because this is my first time, I decided to do the Pan 18 in 2018, meaning I picked 18 items throughout the course of 2018 I'm going to try to use up. Now, the majority of the items that are here are my non-cruelty free items. My focus for last year was to really hone in on my products that were not cruelty free and determine if I wanted to keep them or if I wanted to try to use them up. And so my goal this year is to completely use them up so that I have a 100% cruelty free makeup collection. Before I start diving into this video and the topic of this video, I want to let you guys know that this might be my last video for the month of January. My Papa Sil, he's my grandpa, my mom's dad, he's in the hospital right now and he has pneumonia and other things as well, but he has been on a respiratory system, meaning he has tubes down his throat and it's been giving him oxygen. And my family had to determine if they wanted to give him a trach or to take him off and to either have a miracle happen where he gets better, or hopefully he will die in peace. If I do not post any videos after this video, it's because he did pass away and I just need some time to cope and to be with my family. So I'm sure you guys understand. I just wanted to put that out there. I know that at the beginning of this year I had talked about posting a video 3 times a week, possibly 4 times a week, but I'm sure you guys understand with a family crisis like this, I don't know if I will be in the right mindset to film. If not, then I will see you in February or once I feel ready to start filming again. Also, I have been really sick, so if my energy's really low, it's also due to that. It took up so much of my energy just to put on makeup today. This is my first time putting on makeup in about a week and a half maybe, and I took out all my energy just trying to stand and do my makeup. So bear with me as I get through this video. Like I said, my energy might be low. I'm kind of depressed as well because of, you know, letting go of my papa. I mean, he's 74 years old, so he's lived a good life. It's really sad to think that next week might be my last few days seeing him. So if you can give a prayer up for my family, that would be appreciated, just so that we all have peace, regardless of what the outcome might be, that we could have peace. But now that I have that out there, I'm going to dive into the products that I'm going to be using up. There are some items here that I want to use up because they're not necessarily my favorite items, but I do want to try to hit pan on them. I will say though, if I am not a fan of the product, I won't use it up. I will instead declutter it and either switch out a different product that I want to use up for that particular item or just call it done. For example, this Smashbox foundation was originally going to be in my project pan for this year, but I used it today and I'm not a fan of how it looks. It looks great on camera, but the way that my skin looks is just not my favorite. So I've decided that I'm just going to go ahead and declutter this foundation instead of using it. So I did replace it and put another item in my project pan bin just so that I did have 18 items. I just wanted to show you an example. If there's an item that I decided sorry, there will be a lot of editing in this video because I keep coughing. If there is an item in here that I have decided after a couple of months of using or a couple weeks of using that I just am not a fan of it anymore, or the formula goes bad, I will declutter it or switch out a different item that I want to declutter this year, or determine that number 1 or number 2 is completely done. So just wanted to put that out there. But yeah, let's hop in. I don't have an item for every single category. Like I don't have a foundation, a setting powder, anything like that. I mean, there are items in my collection that I am trying to use up, but that's not going to be included in this. At the end of the year, I will do a full empties video showing you what I ended up using up throughout the entire year, just because I always find that interesting, but that's not going to be a part of this. I'm I'm rambling a lot, but I have a lot to say. So I'm just gonna pick things up in no particular order. The first thing that I see is a non-cruelty free. Let's start with that. Let's start with the non-cruelty free items that I want to use up. So the first one is this NARS concealer. This is the Soft Matte Complete Concealer in Custard, medium 1. This is a beautiful concealer. I'm trying to show you guys close-ups. Every month I'm gonna do an update for you guys so you guys can see the progress that I've been doing on each of the products. I love this concealer. Unfortunately, NARS is no longer cruelty-free. This particular product is a cruelty-free product because when I purchased this, NARS was still cruelty-free, but they're no longer cruelty-free, so I just want to use that one up. Another non-cruelty-free item are these two lip liners right here. They're by Makeup Forever. They're both the Aqua Lips. The first one is in the shade 9C. It's a beautiful red, and as you can see, I've got a lot of products here. I just don't wear reds as much. It's a beautiful, beautiful red. I love these lip liners. I just don't gravitate toward this particular one, and Makeup Forever is no longer, well, it never has been cruelty-free, so I want to try to use that up, if not the majority of it, by the end of the year. And the other item, I feel like I'm gonna whiz through this product pretty quickly, but then again, I have had this for years. This is the Makeup Forever Aqua Lip in 2C, I think. That's how much product I have left. So about the width of my pinky. These are really, really creamy, so I definitely think that I will use this one up, especially since this is more of a neutral and I tend to wear nudes more often than any colors. So I feel like that's gonna be one that I will breeze through. Another lip liner that I want to use up for 2018 is this lip liner by MAC. It's in the shade Absolutely It. It's a beautiful nude as well, and this one about that size, as you can see. So I've got a good amount of product left. I feel like this one's very equivalent to, no, it's a little bit darker. That's the shade, terrible swatch, but that's the shade right there. So it's almost like a mixture of those two shades. It's what I'm wearing to outline my lips today, and so I want to use that up because MAC is not cruelty free. The other MAC products that I want to use up, and this is going to take me a very long time to use up, are these two lipsticks by MAC. The first one is in Velvet Teddy. It's brand new. Both of these are brand new, but my mom purchased these for me the last time that she was here. I want to use them. They're great lipsticks. MAC's not cruelty free, but they're wonderful lipsticks. So the first one is Velvet Teddy. Like I said, completely new, but it's a beautiful neutral shade, and so I want to use that one up this year. And then the other one is Taupe, which is my actual favorite shade. It's such a beautiful 90s lip. I'm obsessed with this lip color. I am glad that I have this in my collection. My goal is to find a lip product that is cruelty free, that is the exact same exact same tone and formula and shade as this. That's it right there. It is stunning. I am obsessed with this color. It looks perfect on my skin tone. I'm not wearing it today, but I feel like this one might be easier to breeze through than the Velvet Teddy. Another lipstick that I want to get through, I think this is the last lipstick that I want to get through for 2018, is this lipstick right here. It's the Tarte Drench Lip Splash Lipstick in Beach Bum. It's a deluxe sample. I wish that I purchased a full size of this when they had this. Unfortunately, it's discontinued, so they no longer carry it. It's what I'm wearing on my lips right now. It is a beautiful formula. This is the shade right here. I mean, it is broken. I've used the majority of it, so I feel like this one I'm gonna whiz through, and it should be done within the next like 3 months or so, but I will swatch that for you guys as well. As you can see, I kind of have a particular shade range that I love, but it's that one right there. It's beautiful. Another non-cruelty free item that, oh, that one is cruelty free by the way, I should say, but I wanted to show you my last lipstick. Another non-cruelty free item that I want to use up, this Sephora waterproof liner. I don't even know what it's called anymore because I've used the majority of this up, but it is in the shade Love Affair. It is a beautiful purple. I mean, it's not even the size of my pinky anymore. I have barely any left, but I've had this for a year, maybe even 2 years, and it's taken me that long to use this product up. I wish that the Sephora collection was cruelty free. Unfortunately, they are not cruelty free, so I will use this up, and then hopefully I can find a Marc Jacobs liner that is equivalent in shade, because I'm obsessed with that color. That color for hazel eyes is perfect. Another non-cruelty free item that I want to use up is this Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. This is a great bottom lash mascara. It does not smudge. It really lengthens my lash line. By the way, I know my mascara is a little messy today, but I couldn't get it to work with me, and like I said, I was really weak. But this is in the shade Very Black. I don't know how much I have left of this. It's really hard to get through bottom lash mascara because you're only using it on such a small portion of your eye, but I'm hoping to use this up by the end of the year, and I feel like mascaras dry out pretty quickly. So yeah, this is one that I want to use up as well. I have 2 more non-cruelty free items. So this one is honestly going to be the most difficult product to use up. I feel like blushes tend to be a little bit more difficult to use up just because you're only using a little bit at a time. The nice thing about this particular blush is because it's such a neutral color, I can use it in my crease if I want, which is great. But this is the Inglot blush in 28. I believe this is my oldest item in my collection, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. I don't have anything like this in my collection. It's a beautiful, beautiful mauve. That's the shade right there. I'm wearing this on my cheeks today. It is beautiful. I love it so much. It just gives you a very healthy flush to your cheeks. And so I'm hoping at least to hit pan on this. I don't think I'm gonna be able to use this all up by the end of this year, and this will probably be my only non-cruelty free item in my collection moving into 2019, but I want to at least hit pan. And then my final non-cruelty free item is this Laura Mercier Baked Highlighter in Highlight 01. It's a Matte Radiance Baked Powder. I wish this was cruelty free. This is by far my favorite highlighter, and unfortunately, like I said, it's not cruelty free. I feel like I will probably get through this particular product maybe halfway through the year. As you can see, I've already hit the baked part of the pan. It's what I'm wearing on my cheekbones. Oh, it just gives such a beautiful, natural, but radiant highlight, and I'm obsessed with it. Laura Mercier, can't you go cruelty free? Come on now. But that's the shade right there. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Everyone keeps saying that the Essence highlighter is exactly the same. It's not. It is not at all. This one just is stunning, and I'm really sad to see this one go. If they ever do become cruelty free, I will be purchasing the big size in a heartbeat. I know it's $40, but I would trade out all of my highlighters and just have this one, and I would be okay. It's that beautiful, and that's how much I love this particular product. Next product that I want to use up is this Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Matte Bronzer, and this one is in the shade Medium Deep. I love this bronzer, and as you can see, I have hit pan in this, so I should be able to use this one up this year without any issues. But I've definitely hit hard pan. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I have hit hard pan on it, so I do need to scrape that. If you ever hit hard pan, which you can see, and then it prevents you from having any pigmentation, what you just do is just use like a fork or something just to really scrape off that part. You'll be able to disperse color without any issues. I have an eyebrow gel mascara that I want to use up. I had mentioned in my decluttering video that I got rid of the dupe, or not the dupe, the second tube of this. It was brand new, or newer I should say, and I just I'm not a fan of this particular item, but I do want to try to use this particular one up. This is the Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara. It's not that it's bad, it's just that I have really thin eyebrows, and so when I try to brush out my brows and keep them in place, because it's so dark, I feel like I have to go back in and correct my brows because it tends to leave marks all over my brows, or it gets really clumpy, and so when you're trying to brush out your brows, it leaves big dark clumps, and then you have to brush it out, and it's a mess. If I get really frustrated with it, this is one product that I know that I'll probably declutter and just get something else. We'll see how long I keep that in my collection. And then the final category that I have for my 2018 project pan are eyeshadows. And I have 5 eyeshadows that I want to use up. They are my ColourPop Super Shock shadows. I love every single one of these shades, but I just don't gravitate toward these because they are that creamy formula, and I prefer powders. So the shades that I want to use up, I have Desert, which is this shade right here, and I have hit pan on this particular shade. It's just a beautiful, beautiful brown. This one I have all over my crease. And with these products, because they are cream products, they tend to dry up pretty quickly. So if it does dry up, then I will call it done. But I want to use up as much as I can before that happens. So that's the shade Desert. This one is Cornelius. I bought this because I love Kathleen Lights, and this is the shade that she created. It's just another simple neutral brown. I have this one, I think, all over my lid. It's a little bit of a lighter brown. That's the shade right there. I don't know if I'll be able to use it up, but I'm gonna try. And then my favorite, ultimate favorite shade is this shade called Waddles. It is stunning. It's basically my Inglot blush, but in eyeshadow. I love putting this all over my lid and all over my crease as well. It's, oh, the swatch there, terrible, but that's the shade right there. Maybe if I go like, wow, why am I didn't realize that that's so weird. Anyway, that's the shade right there. Oh man, my swatches, y'all. The next one is in Bandit. I think this is one of my oldest ones that I have. It's a matte formula. Oh, I never even mentioned. So Waddles is a satin, Cornelius is a matte, and then Desert is a satin. And so Bandit is a matte shade. I will show you that. And Bandit, I can tell, is getting a little bit dried out because that's one of my earlier formulas. So that is Bandit right there. You can see my beautiful swatches. My last one that I have is Mittens, and this is a matte formula, and that is Mittens right there. So very neutral shades. I mean, beautiful, extremely pigmented, but those are all the shades that I want to use up, hopefully, or at least try to use them before they dry out. But like I said, once they dry out, there's no way for me to really revive them. And so if they do dry out in the course of this year, then I will just say that they are complete. But yeah, guys, that is it for this video. Let me know if you're going to be doing this as well, and if so, I will definitely watch your video, as I find these videos very fascinating. Like I said, once a month, probably towards the end of each month, I will be doing an updated project pan just to give you guys progress pictures of how I'm doing, if I decided to declutter any of them, if I used up any of the items, and so on and so forth. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos. I would greatly appreciate you joining my little family here on YouTube. But if I don't see you at all throughout the rest of this month, I hope you have an amazing month. Hug your loved ones, tell them how much you love them, give them a big hug for me, and I will see you hopefully sometime soon. All right, guys, take care.